You said this.
Point of order, this is not a discussion. This is not a Q&A between a member of the audience and anybody at the dais, whether it be council or staff.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm understanding that, and that will apply going forward to anybody else.
Yeah.
So we will just not be answering questions in the future. So that's a change of protocol.
No, it's not a change.
Well, history, if you go through the meetings, will show that it is a change. So that's fine. So yeah. I see a couple of lights on, but I think they were just left over from signing in. So the Platte River Power Authority is the utility that's owned by all 4 cities. We're going to be having a presentation, and do you remember the date, City Manager? I think it's February. And I believe he'll be talking about distributed energy resources, which is, certainly what your solar on your home would be. I'd encourage you to attend that meeting, and also perhaps the Platte River Power Board meetings that happen in Fort Collins.
We could attend the LUC meeting as well.
That's true, the Loveland Utility Commission, and speak at that as well.
When is that meeting held?
It's this Wednesday.
Tomorrow?
This Wednesday.
Okay.
So the information's probably on the website, is that right?
Yeah, so that would be another place to have your voice heard.
Okay.
And City Manager, when is Jason coming?
Yes, Madam Mayor, thank you. In answer to the question, thank you for your questions tonight, is February 8th is when Platte River Power Authority will be here with us, Madam Mayor. Also, I know that we have solar customers. I'm not surprised that a vendor of solar panels is telling you that. So we do have solar panels, and if we make sure we have some contact information, I'd like to have you be able to talk to my department director for Water and Power, Kevin Gertig, and he'll reach out to you and go through that process and find out what the difficulties are that you're having with installation of solar in our city.
Do you want more than I've written my email address on?
Yeah, don't say it out loud. If you've written it down there, we can contact you. I don't want you to put out phone numbers and addresses.
Okay.
But if you have an email address or something, we'd love to have the opportunity to get in touch with you and talk to you some more about this.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate you coming forward, Rachel. All right. Chambers.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, members of council. Doug Lutley, Ward 2. I come tonight with 3 things on my mind. The first of which is I assume that the Jensen Hughes report has been delayed, and I was curious as to why. The second item is I was wondering why the videos of the last 2 planning commission meetings have not been posted online. And the third and final thing is in regards to, I was curious as to, has the city started to pursue any of the federal funding in regards to or leveraging that federal funding for electric vehicles? We have a tremendous amount of number of pickups, especially in the Water and Power and the Parks and Recs divisions that are gas powered. And it would be probably a huge benefit to the citizens and taxpayers of Loveland to convert those to electric. With that, I'm done.
Thank you, Doug. Are there any questions for Doug? All right, City Manager, some of these are going to be in your ballpark. The Jensen Hughes, is the report delayed, and if so, why?
Yes, Madam Mayor. The Jensen Hughes report has been delayed, and the reason it's been delayed is we added a second public town hall meeting to their scope of work, which had been completed, and they're in the process of writing the report right now. So we're waiting to have a date where it'll be released to the public, but we purposely delayed them to ensure that there was more time for public opportunities to talk to them directly. Also, when they were here making that town hall meeting, they also took individual appointments from different groups and individuals who had asked to have a chance to talk to them in person. Okay. So that's that one. We'll find out on the video PC what's going on there. Thank you, Mr. Lutley, for letting us know that. We'll find out what's going on with that one. And then federal funding for EVs, there's lot of programs out there now. Nothing has been funded yet. And so we have plans in our fleet. We already have vehicles in our fleet for vans that we're looking at, and also for vehicles, smaller vehicles. For trucks and things like that, we'll take a look at the list that comes out. We're also waiting to see the list that comes out from the feds to the states on bidding lists for federal, because we get the cheapest rate possible on vehicles. Sometimes we don't want to go after grants because it puts a lot of overhead into a project versus us just pulling it right off of the state bid system. So thank you for that comment, and I'll make sure that our Public Works team and Water and Power team are aware of your comment. And if you gave us some contact information, we can send you back something.
All right, thank you. Councilor Fogel, did you have a question?
No, I was just going to add something for the city manager. General Motors is currently sold out for 3 years of coming production for electric pickups, and Ford for 2.5 years. And there is no plans on either company to do fleet. It's all sold out to retail.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you, Doug. Is there any additional public comment from inside chambers? Well, you said this.
Point of order, this is not a discussion. This is not a Q&A between a member of the audience and anybody at the dais, whether it be council or staff.
Thank you.